Welcome on back to another episode of Off the Shelf Podcast. I'm your host Jordan. Here with me tonight, we got our boy Clint. We back with another one.
Another one.
Another one. DJ said it best.
Yes.
It is what it is. Good old DJ Khaled. All right. So what's the main topics this week? What do we got?
All right. I got a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of Funko, a little bit of cards, some trailers. But I'm going to kick us off with some crazy news first this week. ASAP Rocky just collabed with, I'm not sure what company. I literally just saw this before we started recording. So he made a couch that looks like trash. Literally.
What the?
We've got two pictures of it, but this is like the first glimpse of it. I would never buy this, bro.
You gotta support the homeless, I guess.
It's different for sure, and I'm sure it's going to be expensive. I haven't even seen a price. They haven't listed it, but they just whatever dropped these pictures for it.
Do you think it's made out of trash?
No, I don't know what they get to make it look like it,
I'm
but
curious now.
styled like a couch, and it just looks like trash bags, bro.
I'm very curious. Very, very, very curious. Let's see if they have a price.
I'm sure you can find one online. I just seen it on Instagram real quick, literally. How much?
All right, so it cracks it down. So, as the whole set, if you were to purchase it as the whole set, $27,000.
27,000?
Yeah. The beanbag chair currently is listed for 3,000. The full couch is listed as which consists of 9 bags, which brings the total estimated price to 27,000. So it's roughly about 3,000 a bag.
And if it's beanbag like I'm thinking, that's an expensive fucking beanbag chair, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's what it sounds like it is beanbags that look like trash.
No, not for me. Not
Um
for me.
in that he's also got in this line of collection uh a city rug which is estimating or which is priced at 18,000, which is a bird's eye view of a city. A skyline divider, which I don't know. This says a folding screen shaped like skyscrapers at 13,500.
Bro,
And then a CBNT version 1, which is the flagship piece, a retro futuristic recording studio cabinet priced at 300,000.
bro,
So
you
it's
gotta have some deep.
homemade. Homemade is what the brand is based off of.
No. Like I
Yeah.
said, if you really enjoy that stuff, I mean, you gotta have some deep pockets. Way
That's
out of my-
crazy though. Like, why trash?
Of all things, bro. Like, of all things.
I mean, I guess let me do one more thing, and let's ask our lovely AI on what type of material that it is made out of.
Yeah, even the rug, bro. Because, like, I like the idea, but still, that shit better be made of the finest for that price, bro.
Dude, that's crazy. The bags are typically crafted from leather or specifically high gloss tech fabric.
Still,
Then it uses a hyper realistic um hyper realistic printing process to mimic the appearance of street trash. Also includes glossy sheen, a black plastic, translucent look of clear bags, and even printed debris on the inside. Despite the visual crunch, the material has a soft super feel, described to having a leathery texture rather than a plastic one. Filling is with a plush foam or high density beanbag filler. Because they are stuffed to the brim to maintain the full trash bag shape, they feel like they're firm floor cushions or beanbags rather than a traditional springy supported sofa.
Bro, I don't know. And I don't know if you used to have a beanbag, but I know after a while they get wore out. You got to refill them. And if it's
Yeah.
anything like what I remember, bro, no. 27,000 and you're still going to have to refill it? No.
I wonder if you can even refill it or if you got to go buy a new one.
That, or if it truly is like stocked to the brim to where it's never going to.
Yeah, but everything
Right.
everything
Everything.
breaks down,
Yeah.
you know?
So it makes you
Like
wonder, dude. That's
that's
crazy.
a lot.
A
A
lot of money.
lot, a lot. Fuck that. No,
Well,
no thank you.
I'm glad we started with this because my next topic, bro, you're really going to need some deep pockets. The brand Chanel just dropped a $4 million chessboard, and we've got some pictures of it.
Who the hell is rocking a $4 million chessboard?
Dude, and I mean, as you can see right now, like it looks like there's some diamonds on the pieces.
It
I have a
looks
picture.
fully diamond.
Right, right. But that's what the board looks like in the pieces. And then the next picture is like the actual pieces themselves, some of them. And I know it when I zoomed in, those got to be black diamonds, white diamonds on like the lion's mane, them black diamonds. But dude, that shit better be pure silk. I don't know, white gold piece. I don't know what for $4 million.
That bitches better be platinum.
Something that's got to me. That's crazy, bro.
Um, let's see what it's made of. So we got crafted from 18 karat white gold, diamonds, and black and white ceramic. Each queen piece usually hides a tiny timepiece under its base and can be removed and be worn as a necklace on an included diamond and onyx chain. So there's a timepiece underneath the queen.
Okay,
The pawns and major pieces are miniature sculptures made of gold, ceramic, and diamonds.
dang.
The board is made out of black and white ceramic and framed with diamonds, which you can kind of see it in
Yeah,
right here. Uh, yeah, so that's pretty much all that states. That's crazy though.
yeah.
4
So,
million? Jeez.
bro,
Dude, anyone who can afford that doesn't even know how to play chess.
that's what I mean. And I like super cool idea, but bro, needs to be more affordable than that. But
Well,
whoever's got it,
when you're rocking diamonds, I mean,
and especially from the brand Chanel too, like that's a very, high end. People seek after that shit.
yeah. So I would imagine, yeah, you're probably right on the black. It's probably black diamond. Um, just
At least
because,
that's what I assumed. You know what I'm saying? For 4 million, it better be all diamond.
yeah. I mean, that's just from what I can see.
Right.
But
But
I'm curious on the gold. Like, I bet you there's just all white gold.
man,
That
but
is
definitely
wicked.
that cool thing. Once again, out of my price range, bro.
Wow. Hey, just because we talk about it doesn't mean we can afford
Right. That's
it.
true. And then on the more affordable rate, I don't know why my other picture of it didn't come in, but I'm thinking this is the brand from what I'm seeing on Instagram. It's called Disney Run. They collaborated and made the genie from Aladdin shoes, and then the other one, I had it somewhere, but I don't know why it didn't load. It's Winnie the Pooh. So they're like yellow, same style, yellow with Pooh on the side.
You said this is Disney what?
Disney Run.
Okay, so Disney Run partnered with Brooks
I'm assuming.
because Brooks
Uh
is a running shoe company.
okay, because it was just said at Disney Run. So I just assumed it was like a new shoe or something. Because I've never heard of Disney Run, but it makes sense.
So Disney Run must have did this part like collaboration with Brooks because they do a Disney Run with inside the park.
Okay, for like charity.
Well, they do like 5K, 10K, half mare, and full marathon.
Okay.
So I, which is weird that they did, and I don't know when these dropped, but
I
they
believe
know.
they're dropping this month or early like very beginning of next month.
Gotcha. Because they normally run it at, well, I guess they got some stuff coming up. But Disney World pretty much puts it on in Orlando in January every year. But
Okay.
they got like Wine and Dine half marathon weekend in October at Epcot. Then the Disney World Marathon, January 6th through the 10th of 2027. Disney Princess's half marathon weekend, February 26th to the 2nd of 2026. So that's already passed.
Right.
Interesting.
But yeah, I thought those were kind of cool. Like definitely Disney fans. I could see them being super hot.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say,
True.
but there are some people out there that I'm sure are big runners, and so it's
They like them.
yes, who knows? You know what I mean?
Right.
But maybe there's a bigger event happening out in Disneyland that they don't have in here. So
That or Disney seeing what like Pokemon's doing with Puma. You know what I mean? They got to get a collab in there somewhere.
maybe
But
maybe get a get a good percentage of a boost.
yeah,
You know, hey, our sales are down.
right. Throw some
Let's
characters on there.
yeah, throw some characters on your shoes, and your shoes are already expensive enough.
Right. And then our next topic, our favorite, some Funko. We
Golly.
got Cyberpunk this time. And granted, they dropped a bunch of different Funkos. I just grabbed some of them because, like I said, we go through a lot of Funko, and you've heard our spiel on them before. So,
Oh yeah, I gotta love Funko.
yeah. But anybody that's into Cyberpunk, definitely some cool ones. That Rebecca's pretty cool.
Yeah, is Rebecca robotic?
It
I haven't
looks
played
like it.
Cyberpunk, but
I haven't either, but it looks pretty cool. She looks like a robot.
yeah, the eyes are kind of giving me robot vibes.
Yeah, for sure. And then they also dropped next on the list Gossip Girl. Not really familiar with the show, don't know who these characters are, but these just dropped.
Yeah, I haven't done any. I don't watch no Gossip Girl, so I don't have a
No, I
clue
don't.
who the hell these characters are.
Yeah. The next one I'm really psyched for Jason. I'm not let me look.
So it looks like there's two different versions, and it depends on where you get them from.
Okay, Entertainment Earth and GameStop. I was
Yes.
looking to see if there was like if they were numbered, but I like the one with the axe in the head for sure.
Yeah, so they're not. They look like they're not limited edition. They just will have different versions depending on where you buy your Funkos from.
Yeah,
So these will
and
not be at any other retail store besides GameStop and Entertainment Earth, which is a online store.
yeah, but I think these are dropping this month or like I said, beginning of next month. So keep an eye out for those. And then lastly on Funkos, dude, I don't know what this is. If it's a game, solo leveling. I don't know if it's anime. Um, cool character, and it's a glow in the dark chase, but no idea what this is.
It's a South Korean franchise.
So anime?
So I would imagine, yeah, probably so.
Okay.
Doesn't really give me too much. Yeah, it just says catching up on anime episodes. So yeah, anime.
Okay. So anybody solo leveling fans out there, check it out. I kind of got some news in Jordan's realm this week on a couple things. A Gem Mint Squidward auto just sold on Collects for 1,100.
Jesus.
And
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, Topps Chrome is absolutely ridiculous.
and to be real, I don't think I've ever seen a Gem Mint 10 and a 10 auto.
They're very rare to get.
And it's a
Because
PSA.
for the most part, it's hard to get the 10-10, right? You're either
Right.
gonna get a 9-10 or a 10-9.
Right. And that's
You
what
know, I think if I had to ask, let's see what the actual odds are of getting a 10-10 from PSA.
because like I had to post it when I saw that. I've never seen in person a 1010 and a PSA.
So getting a dual 10 from PSA is about a 40% chance of getting a gem at 10, 70% chance of getting a perfect 10 signature. Realistically, the odds to get a dual 10 is 28%.
Damn, bro. And I mean, like we've talked about, One Piece is hot, the Disney tops, the Disney Lorcana. But dude, Nickelodeon, I wouldn't think of it going for 1,100, but shit.
Well, SpongeBob, so they got
That
Tops
movie just
is,
dropped.
well, yeah, they got Tops has obviously a lot of different realm of cartoons, different realms of, just different things, right? So
Yeah.
like all their Marvel stuff, all their SpongeBob. And I mean, I know we talked about it before on a previous episode about like the SpongeBob autoed card
Yep.
that sold for like, I don't know, somewhere in the $1,000 range as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I and I don't remember if that was graded or not, but that is, main character, right? So it's a little
Right.
bit different. So
For sure. But I had to post it. Like I said, that's pretty high for a card, and I've never seen a 1010. So,
yeah, they're well, you have a 28% chance.
but that's low, bro. I mean, you
So
have a chance, but it's low.
I mean, you think about that. That's fuck. I don't know even know how many chances that is to get that.
Right.
You know,
Man.
out of 128 to 100. So it's really hard to say.
Yeah. Now, the next one, some more collects news. Our boy Jared Goff, dude, just sold or 5,000 for a kaboom. A
Yes,
1 of 1.
yeah. This one I've seen. This one sold. I want to say it was back in January or February.
Okay.
And it made a pretty decent headline on collects. And the horizontals, yes, horizontal green is a 1 of 1. Um, and I know I've talked about it. I think it's so hard to keep tabs on what I've talked about when it
Right.
comes to this episode. But anyway, so like the Jameer Gibbs green kaboom
Mhm.
horizontal. If you do the comparisons, right, and like where he stands with you know, Justin Jefferson or any other top back or receiver. It's actually funny because Burton Breaks has that card in Allendale.
Really?
Yeah, and he's estimating the card value to be anywhere from like 35 to $45,000.
No
It's
shit.
never been sold, obviously. He has it, but that's where he estimates the price of that card right now.
Dude, that's insane, bro.
Just because it is a 101, you know, and he's on track to become one of the best backs in the league.
Right.
So it's one of those things that, does he take that and then run with it? And that's where he kind of gets that price based off of all the other ones that have sold, plus, what's the stats on this player, so on and so forth. So
Right.
they're big cards. I mean, but
Dude.
with the new licensing, like I'm very curious to see how many more kabooms happen. Obviously, they don't have the licensing rights no more because these came
Right.
out of Panini. Um, I hear they're still in existence. If that makes sense. Like they're
Right.
still
Right.
gonna produce them. They're just not licensed. But the next question is, what does the value hold for these cards that did have the licensing?
Right.
Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? I don't think they'll go down. I think they'll either stay steady or they're going to come up.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I've seen some of the cards out of Tops, which we'll get into, but like, I don't know how it looks in the near future,
Hopefully it'll
especially
go all right. I mean, they gotta come out with a banger, dude. They gotta do something.
some of the cards I've seen that Tops has are pretty sick. But I don't know because the goal was to be chasing kabooms and downtowns, uptowns, stuff like that out of Panini. So
Right.
we'll see where it kind of goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you know me and the trailers, bro. I know we showed a couple trailers for this game already, but I had to post this one, dude, because this is a cool feature I've never seen before in a Batman game. Lego Batman just dropped this new trailer. You can unlock every bat suit ever made, and we got the video for it.
For the cheats.
Well, no, not for the cheats. Somehow in the game you can unlock them, but this
Well, like
is
throughout the game.
as if you had them unlocked.
Gotcha. Jesus.
Dude.
The pirate Batman?
I don't remember that one. But when I looked more into it, it doesn't say how obviously, but there's ways in the game that whatever when you retire to the Batcave between missions or whatever, different things you do in the game can unlock.
I wonder if it's kind of like how Star Wars was, if you unlock the character or unlock the suits and
Right, or you might have to break things and find the suit or
yeah, like achievement based and so on, so forth.
so I thought that was cool. I had to post it because
We have talked about it, and yeah, that's cool.
and there's definitely more suits than I really thought there was. If that's true,
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that many. Well, I mean, we have had multiple Batman series come through,
right.
multiple suit changes.
And I remember quite a bit as a kid, but I never remember the Rainbow Batman or that
I don't
wild
even know if
red suit he had or a pirate.
yeah, I don't know about the pirate. I don't know about that red one. I don't think I ever recall seeing a rainbow suit,
No,
and I don't know if that's just moving the spectrum here.
right. I don't know.
Because obviously Thrilljoy did one, right? Like,
Yeah. And that's what I wondered. Maybe in the comic books somewhere.
I
I don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't
But
think I don't think you'd do the Dark Knight like that.
I don't, you wouldn't think, but I
No,
wouldn't have thought out of all the suits that
I
Rainbow
don't think
one
that's
would have
right.
been the super chase or whatever.
Technical difficulties from Clint.
What'd I do? Did I
I
lag?
I don't know. I just completely
Oh,
lost you. Yeah, you lagged.
that's weird. Um, Next up, I'm gonna pre-warn you, we're probably gonna jump through some of it. A new game is dropping for console. Metro 2039. I have played Metro in the past, but this is the newest one. The trailer's like 6 minutes. So
Yeah, we might be skipping through some of it.
yeah, which is cool.
You are. Open the door for the noble.
Bro's in a dream.
How real that looks.
What the fuck?
The people say
They hear everything, but you don't let them speak.
No, it's not about me. I won't ask again.
It's all about you.
This looks like a long ass game.
Yeah, bro.
all together now, children.
The Mobile is our home. Either we destroy or we are destroyed. No one will mourn us if we die. Mercy is weakness. Our enemies have no pity for us. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed. The enemy must be destroyed.
Fucked up.
Pure nation, clean air, bright future. The noble right is our
Watch.
home.
Damn.
Looks cool as fuck, bro.
It looks good. Don't get me wrong. 100% looks great.
But like you said, I definitely think that's gonna be a long one.
That's definitely going to be a game that is going to take some time to get.
Some time and some space.
Yeah. Holy hell. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine what the hell. When's this drop? Does it say?
That I don't know. I know this year. Within the next couple months, I believe. I could totally be wrong, like I usually am, but I just keep seeing the trailer on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says add to wish list now.
So hopefully it's not like a Grand Theft Auto type thing.
I doubt it. I mean,
Right.
these guys are pretty good about releasing a game, but it'll be for all PS5, Xbox, Steam.
Yeah. So cool as hell.
It's good. It's good. It looks
Yeah.
good.
So sticking with the video game news. Um, well, maybe not news, but Mortal Kombat 2 is dropping soon, May 8th, matter of fact. Here's a look at the popcorn buckets they're doing, and it looks, I got above all of them, it looks like different theaters of what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks like it. So it
But
looks
dude,
like
the AMC arcade popcorn bucket, that'd be the one I'd go for, bro.
this one right here.
The very bottom right.
Oh, the AMC yeah, I see the arcade
Yeah.
collectible. Yeah.
Dude, it's kind of different how like the popcorn's on the side of it. But from videos I've seen, that screen is like a hollow, so it looks like the characters are fighting when you spin it.
Interesting.
But yeah, super cool popcorn buckets. Better than what we usually see, I think.
I mean, the cups are kind of cool too.
Dude, for sure.
Out of AMC.
I'd definitely get a couple of them.
Like, it doesn't look like AMC has too many different cups. They just got the gripper cup and topper.
Dude, the gripper cup's cool with them fighting on top.
Yeah.
That's super fucking cool, dude. I like that. And at least, like, they look like tumbler. The ones a tumbler, they look like heavy duty. So they don't, you know what I mean? I guess they'll hold up because you know they're going to be pricey, bro.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know
If
what
not
the hell.
sold out.
Yeah, that'll be a hard one probably to get too, because Mortal Kombat's pretty popular.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And I would love to have that arcade thing for the man cave. But
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick to be sitting on a tabletop.
for sure, bro. Sticking with Mortal Kombat 2, we haven't showed the trailer yet. They just dropped a like newer one, and we have it now.
By combat.
Your champions celebrate victories they never truly earned. Blind to how close they are to losing everything.
You want to know what makes a hero? It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. It's searching for greatness, then realizing you had it in you.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
When this battle is over, your world will remember exactly who ended it.
Yeah. See that?
It'd be a good one. I didn't even see the first one, to be completely honest, but
Yeah, really, bro.
no.
The
I know.
newest,
I'm a fucking
first-
slacker. What can I say?
bro. It's good. The newest first one, like I like the older versions, like in the '90s that came out, but the newest one, bro. Not only is it like bloody and shit like the game, it's a pretty cool storyline. It's, you know what I mean?
Well, the amount of stuff that's changed over the years. So you're saying like 90s, okay, we're in 2026. So the amount of like CGI you can do, a lot of the technology based and stuff like that is so much more advanced compared to what they could do in the 90s, you know?
True. And that's what I was a fan of it. I enjoy all the anime Mortal Kombat, the '90s, the new shit.
Like I was down like with the game for a little bit here and there, but I think I played a lot more like Mario and,
Same.
you know, Mario to like Sonic to Donkey Kong, Zelda.
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
never really did the Mortal Kombat's like on my own. I'd play a little bit, but that was more like you got some friends over, like, oh, you want to talk
Right.
shit? Let's throw
Yeah.
out Mortal Kombat. I'll beat your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the main concept. But, you know, Mortal Kombat was more so based arcade-wise to begin with.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't even think there was that many around for my time.
No,
You
dude,
know, I
I can
think
only name
arcades kind of died down, and then now they're slowly starting to pick back up because, you know, retro gaming's starting to come back around.
Yep.
So, like, a lot of the old stuff is coming back to where, you know, I didn't have as a kid, or,
Right.
you know, they
Yeah.
were dying off because it was like the 80s when I feel like they were really hard, early 90s and 80s.
Yeah. And that's funny you said like consoles and shit are coming, like old stuff's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever console that Metal Slug released on back in the day, I just seen an Instagram post. They're coming out with this system.
Metal Slug?
It's called Metal Slug.
What's that?
Kind of like a cartoony shoot 'em up game.
Okay.
Like army based type thing. But they're making like a bunch of old school games on this little system that they're doing pre-orders for. But there wasn't enough information for me to even post on it. But
Right.
it is weird how older stuff makes a comeback like that.
I mean, it's just like we talked about vinyls, you know?
Right.
Like, are we just in a continuing circle? Like, is vinyl then going to go back to cassette, and then we're going to go back to CD, and then are we going to go back to like
8-track.
Yeah, you know, like, are we going to go back to like an old school camcorder? I don't know, you know?
It makes you
Like,
wonder, bro. It really makes you wonder with like we talked about a few episodes back how 90s and 2000 toys and collectibles are coming back. The cameras, the Furbies, the Tamagotchis.
and I think that has to do with a lot of what was the term? What did we name that term? It was like a kiddo. I don't remember what it
Yeah, I
was.
can't
Do you
remember
know?
what we said it was.
But like, yeah, when now all those toys that we couldn't all have as a kid, now we have the adult money to go out and buy these toys. So
Right.
now they're kind of like
A
on a
kidult.
comeback. Yeah, kidult. Exactly.
Kidult.
That's yep. So yeah, I mean it is what it is, but when we
Right.
find joy in something, and we didn't have them as a kid, but hey, we got the money now to do it. Let's
Right.
just
Let's
do it.
get one.
Yeah. Drive
then-
the sales up like crazy.
Right. But shit, it happens, bro. It does all the time.
It happens. That's what we do.
All the time. And then I promise, bro, this is the last video, but I had to post this shit. I don't know if you ever remember seeing this in the 90s, but Pokemon got banned in some places, bro. And this is a guy speaking about it.
Pocket monster, the spiral. And it stands for what? Male fertility. It's supposed to be able to mesmerize and hypnotize its enemies. This character over here is called Mewtwo. Every time that you see Mewtwo, he's in this pose. 3 fingers. It means hail Satan. Cute little one. Everybody, okay, everybody go, oh, come on. His tail. It's a lightning bolt. And it's the satanic Z. The Pokemon trading card game is a new collectible card game that is made and distributed by Wizards of the Coast. What is a wizard? Male practitioner of black magic.
That's crazy,
What the
bro.
fuck, dude?
All over some Pokemon, bro.
I mean, you know what's funny there, though?
What?
He's literally got a stack of Pokemon things on that desk. So this dude already bought into it and
Busted out of his collection.
right, you know, it's like I get it looked like it was like in a church setting.
Yeah, but that's what, like, bro, I don't think it's that serious. I mean, I get people are going crazy for him, but like, man.
I mean, back then, it might have felt like a cult. You know what I mean? You almost feel like it's still, you know what I mean? Like people are out here scalping them just to scalp them, and you know,
now, do you
buy
think
them up.
back in the day was worse with Pokemon or not?
I don't think it was that bad back then, but I don't know because I was never a Pokemon guy, right? So
Right. I
I
remember being into it, but like I always remember like for birthdays and shit, like my mom or my dad would get me cards. So like I'm assuming they had no problem getting them.
I don't think it was a problem getting them because I feel like even in like when you walk through the store as a kid, or from what like I can remember, I don't think like they were missing. You know,
Right.
like they had stock like compared to like now. And I
Right.
think a lot of that has to do with a lot of resellers out here. This is how they make their living now. They scalp all the shit, all their cards, and then sell them for more than what they're supposed to be sold for.
Right. And
And
I honestly like even back then, I don't think anybody was dreaming about getting a Pokemon card or a Magic card graded.
I don't, I don't know when grading started for TCG.
Right.
Actually, let's ask.
Because my dad's been into cards my whole life, and I just don't ever remember him speaking on graded cards up until the past few years.
So 1991, PSA started
Yeah.
grading Pokemon cards after the launch in the US.
And I mean, I'm sure people sent some in the 90s, but me personally, when I was into it back in the day, I don't ever remember knowing what a graded card was, bro.
Right.
People just had them in penny sleeves or top loaders or in their binders or raw. That's just what it was.
Yeah, it was more of an actual collectible game to where you
Right.
just had binders filled with Pokemon cards.
But now it's like everywhere you go, graded One Piece, graded Pokemon, graded sports. It's just that's how people want it now.
And I just think it's the way that the hobby's been
Crafted.
shifted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say crafted, I think shifted.
That's a better
Because
term for it.
I think the hobby is completely changed. It's not like Junior and I talked about, like the hobby is dying. It's not a hobby no more. It's a job.
I mean, yes and no. Like I feel like you got your collectors and then like you got your people that like truly want to like make a living off this. And if that's what you want to do, like, yeah, you have to treat this like a job
Well,
in a
let's
sense.
get it. Yeah, let's get into it in intermission because
Okay.
I think 100%. But yeah, let's continue and get into
Okay.
that during intermission.
So next up, we got a few other Pokemon things. Not like the usual though, bro. Walmart just dropped some Pokemon cologne for $78, dude. I know the bottle looks big, but 3.3 ounces, dude, that
Well,
thing's
that's
gotta be
not
like
Walmart. That's just being sold on Walmart. That's
okay.
Airval International.
So
That
to
is
be
definitely not a Walmart product. The only
okay,
reason I say that because Airval is like a store within Walmart, right? You know what I
okay.
mean? Like it's on the online store.
Because like the only pictures I've seen is like on Walmart's website. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's probably where they're selling it and trying to
Right.
make the biggest bang for their buck.
But I'm like,
Probably doing this all unlicensed and
dude, let me see right here. This is 50. Well,
what the fuck is that? A bottle?
that's Grey Goose, but I was trying to see. This is 50 milliliters. So like, I feel like that cologne's like this size, bro. Three
No,
point.
the clone would be twice that size. It's 100
Is it?
milliliters.
Is it? It's like
Yeah,
that.
it says right there
Oh,
100
100.
milliliters. Yeah.
So I guess it's bigger than I thought. But we got two pictures of it. So I'm assuming this is what Bulbasaur smells like. And then the next picture is what the box looks like.
So you know what's funny? I'm looking at it right here. So the classic Pokemon cologne, Airval International. This is the most common version found in the U.S. and Europe. It is a light unisex eau de toilette, often sold at retailers like Fragrance X or Walmart. The scent profile is a refreshing blend of orange blossom, vanilla, and musk. Typically ranges from $10 to $25.
Dude, Walmart's, that's crazy.
Someone is overpricing the living fuck out of this on Walmart.com.
That's what I'm like, dude. When I saw it, I've never seen it personally, but I'm like, dude, that's kind of a cool idea, but not for $78. But shit, I'd buy one for 10, 15 bucks.
Okay. There might be a reason behind it. I don't know. So Pokemon 25th anniversary fragrance, which is discontinued or hard to find. So it might be a discontinued or anniversary fragrance, because there's the 25th anniversary fragrances, and then there's Tony Moly and Pokemon Collab, which has a Pikachu was citrus scented, Charmander was grapefruit, but they don't say anything about a Bulbasaur.
Okay, so I mean, I thought it was cool as hell, but that makes sense why, if it's discontinued, whatever.
Yeah, that would be the only thing that I could think of, because the only other one that they show here is Pokemon Center Japan Full Bloom Collection, released April 2026. Also includes a scented mascot plushie. But I mean, those are from $20 to $65, so I don't know where they're getting that price tag from, but
Right.
and I mean, they didn't even utilize a Pokeball on the top, so that's why I'm like kind of curious of like, did they
Yeah.
even get? I don't know.
But now this next one, you might know better than I do. I had to screenshot it. So I guess this is the difference in grading, but this is what happens when it's a pop one. These were both sold on the same day on the same platform, and look at the difference.
Yes, I could tell you why.
Why
And
is that?
this comes back to the Pristine 10 of CGC and the BGS Black Label.
Okay.
So the one on the left is obviously PSA 10, standard PSA 10.
Right.
PSA doesn't have an upgraded version of a 10, whereas BGS has a Black Label edition. And kind of like how CGC has the CGC Pristine, this is Beckett's CGC Pristine 10. So the Black Label is very, very, very hard to get your hands on. And yes, that is a Pop 1. That means it's the only Black Label to ever exist. Whereas PSA 10, there's 27,022 of the
Okay.
Gem Mint 10s. So what this means, yeah, they're two different. It really goes to show like how far are you willing to take your card, right? Like if you
Yeah.
think it's worth getting, and sending your card to certain, grading companies, yeah. So, and that's where it gets tricky is, you could have that battle of, oh well, PSA's prices, that's what we dictate off of.
Right.
But end of the day, if you were to do a grading company that has this extent of an extra, and I've heard rumors, and I don't know if it's true, but they're trying to do this with PSA to give them that extra boost. And I think it's and I don't know if it's because they own Beckett now, so they're trying to compete against Beckett in a way.
Right.
But that's where like the price difference of CGC 10 Pristine and BGS 10 Pristine or BGS Black Label is, because those are like the top of the top. Like your pop numbers are very, very small.
Right.
And the odds to get a Black Label are,
I bet you lower than 28.
yeah, it's very hard to get a Black Label.
Dude, that one I got off you is one, right?
It's a CGC 10 pristine, yeah. So it's
Okay.
CGC's black label.
Okay.
For modern cards, it's roughly 0.5 to 1.5%.
Damn, dude.
It's very hard to get a black label.
But yeah,
I
look
mean,
at the difference, bro.
and I mean, you're talking that's 10s all across the board on centering, corners, edges, and surface. Your standard 10 kind of gives a little leeway on some of that.
Right.
You know, like you might be at a 9.5 on one of those and you get a 10. You know, because
Right.
the majority of your grade was a 10. So for BGS modern cards, 0.5 to 1.5%. Vintage cards pre-1980, 0%.
Damn.
And the pristine gap is for every 20 to 30 cards that get a BGS 10 gold label, usually only one will qualify for black label.
No shit.
So it's like one in every 20 to 30 cards might get a black label.
Damn.
Because right here, so centering must be perfect, 50-50 ratio on the front. PSA allows a 60-40 centering to get a 10. Beckett does not. And then the most common 10 killer is micro scratches or factory print lines that are invisible to the naked eye but caught under 10% magnification by BGS graders.
Damn.
So it just goes to show. So like to get the probability of getting a PSA 10 is 50 to 70% on modern cards, 2 to 5 on BGS 10 gold label, and then less than 1% on black label.
Damn.
So that just goes to show. And it even shows like the strictness. So PSA's high, BGS is extreme, and BGS pristine is a total perfection.
That's crazy.
But they also go into like the value multiplier. So baseline PSA 10 is 1 times BGS gold label is 1.5 to 2 times value. And then the black label's 5 to 20 times, which you can see right here.
Right.
But yeah, that is the difference. I'm kind of curious to know how many black labels exist.
Right.
Now that you brought this up. But that goes to show like where you're trying to go, right? Like, you know, where do you send your cards off to get graded?
Right.
So there's no true actual count, but they're suggesting roughly 75 to 90,000 black labels in existence.
Damn, that's pretty low compared to like all the graded cards out there, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that one card from PSA has been graded a gem mint 27,000 times. So that's like a quarter of what that is just in one card. So it's hard. Yeah, it's very hard to get your hands on. But the multiplier value of that pricing point is 100% extreme. But it's worth it.
Right.
If you think your card is there and you think it's perfect,
send it in because you just seen firsthand 72 G's.
I mean, yeah, what's the price difference there? Like fucking
what was it, like almost $69,000?
Yeah. So 72 1680. It's a $70,000 $70,320 difference.
Dude. That's huge.
Yeah. Massive.
And then, dude,
I found the Pooh Bear shoes.
Yep, I'm dumb.
Found the Pooh Bear shoes.
So I wasn't crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But so now we have a picture of the Pooh Disney Run shoes.
I like the honeycomb in it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're really cool, dude. Like I said, I mean, for those into that, you know what I'm saying, or want to do that thing at Disney, absolutely, bro.
So it looks like for the springtime surprise weekend, a fresh pair of Brooks Run Disney featuring limited edition shoes inspired by your favorite Disney duos.
So
Interesting.
keep an eye out. But I knew I wasn't crazy. I uploaded.
You were crazy. You were feeling some type of way. You're like, God damn it.
I was like, what? But now my next one, bro, I thought this was wild. You might know who Will Klein is.
Yeah, he's who's he pitch for?
Oh, I don't know. But he
I think he's a pitcher for the Dodgers, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look.
he linked up with 44 Pro Customs and made a first ever TCG custom glove.
Yeah, I seen this drop recently.
We got
But
two
yeah.
pictures of it. This one and then the next one.
Will Klein is a relief pitcher for the Dodgers. Huge Pokemon fan. I recently just seen a video of some fans in the stand. They were back by the bullpen and they were tossing down Pokemon cards and they're pack battling.
Okay.
On who could pull the best cards. And so yeah, he's a huge Pokemon collector.
That's cool.
So, and don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of sports guys that are big into Pokemon. There's a lot of sports guys that are big into sports cards. Like there's people out there that collect a lot of their own cards and a lot of their, friends' cards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Bobby Witt's a prime example. So Bobby Witt Jr., he will take one of his cards and he did a limited run on it. And I don't know when he started it, when he ended it, or how many he did. But he would take one of his cards, and I think it was a base card. I could be wrong, but he would put it in his back pocket for a game. Like all game, it would just be in his back pocket. So if he slid, like these cards were fucked up.
Okay.
But what he would do at end of game, he would go in, pull it back out of his pocket, sign it, and then, give it to somebody.
Okay.
I think the highest graded one that's ever came back, because people have graded them, was like a 5. But I mean, yeah, like I said, these cards are beat to shit. Like
no shit.
I'll see if I can't find a quick picture of what it looks like.
That's crazy.
Game. Yeah, so it wasn't just him. Him and Corbin Carroll did the same thing. Let me see. No, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that. These motherfuckers trying to make me pay for a storyline. Anyways, so I'll show you this. But yeah, so they're just like standard base cards, I think.
Right.
And they just put them in their pocket. They'll wear them during the game and then come out and then sign them. And they did like a limited run on it.
Damn, okay.
Which is cool. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's super cool.
But yeah. So, I mean, the Bobby Witt Jr. is a massive card collector.
Yeah.
There was a card that came out, I think it's this All Aces card or All Kings card, and he's like, I'll spend whatever. I want that card.
Damn.
And it's like, it's a card of you, bro. Like, what the hell? But, some of these guys are like that,
Right.
Which I'll talk in a little bit more because there's another story that's coming out on Topps Football. But yeah.
Okay. So getting towards the end of my segment, speaking of Topps, they just dropped a couple pictures of their UFC set that's coming out. We got 3 pictures.
Max Holloway's sick. I wish it wasn't a sticker auto.
That one's kind of cool.
That's a sweet insert.
Yeah, the flashback and shit, that's pretty sweet. And then another.
So this is their superfractor. So that's pretty sick that they did an auto superfractor like that.
101. And then lastly on my list, the company U2's is dropping 2 South Park figures. Dude, I might have to cop these.
Good luck.
Yeah, I hope. But Professor Chaos and Mysterion, bro, I would love to get my hands on both of these, bro. Because I'm super into South Park and I've got a lot of plushes, but not these.
These are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really a fan of Mysterion, but I need both of them, bro. I don't know when they're dropping, but yeah, these are on my list for sure.
Let's see.
Or I'm hoping I can, hopefully you can find a cheap one on eBay. And
Yeah, you still owe me, damn it.
yep.
April 20th, 420,
How much does it say?
$30.
So, guess we'll see.
So Mysterion plush is estimated to ship between August 1st and 31st, and then Professor Chaos is estimated to ship between September 1st and September 30th. So you can, it's pretty much a pre-order, but you can at least get your hands on it.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking probably next check. That might happen.
So release April 20th. They're 9 inches. I have the link for you too if you ever want that.
Okay.
But yeah, $30, not too bad.
No, not too bad. So 60 for both. So, like I said, hopefully they do. I'm gonna look into it next paycheck. But that was it for me, bro.
All right. Well, intermission of that. We were going to discuss. Fuck, what were we going to discuss? Talking about cards. I do know that.
The difference between, like you said, the shift in the.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, obviously, if you're running your own store, right? That's a different story. Like,
No, I mean, not even a store, bro. Like, me and you've seen it firsthand, like, collects, right?
Right.
I know you've either bought from people on there or have seen firsthand, like, their post. Like, people live on there, bro. Like, that, in my opinion, like, I feel like that's what they do all day.
Well,
when you see the dude with $100,000 value collection type shit, I feel like that's what that dude does all day long.
Well, it depends, right? And that value might be he's got 100,000 cards, or he's got, high valued cards.
Right.
Because I mean, you could see, my value's up to like $3,000, but I got like 2,500 cards. So I mean, you really base it, and they're pretty much $1 a card.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, not all of them are up for sale, but it's. I mean, it's really hard to say. I mean, yes, it's a job for some people, and I would love to have that at some point in time in my life, to where I could just do that every day. But the goal would be to have my own shop.
Right.
Whether it's with multiple people, we share the shop, whatever it may be, right?
Right.
But I mean, the hobby is just, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a job, but like, there's some people that are just in it for the quick buck. There's some people that are actually in it for the hobby itself of being a collector and actually collecting cards. And then, yeah, maybe, oh, yeah, I can sell this card. There's some people that buy things to hold on to things. There's some people that buy things to flip things. And then there's some people that just, they're just moving it just to move it, right? It really just depends on how you operate.
See, and me, like, I like to hoard shit, as you know.
Yeah, you're a hoarder.
I've noticed you like collecting, but you also flip too. Like, there's stuff in your PC that there's like shit you'll never get rid of, but there's also shit like, it's really cool, but if the right money comes along, I'll sell it in a heartbeat.
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be that, right? Like, I mean, you're, and like, that's what I said. Like, even if I was to do a card show, right? Like, there would be stuff that I would take that I know that I've spent a lot of money on that is my PC, and those things would be, if you're willing to buy it based off of the emotional connection I have to it,
Right.
now you're paying for not just the card itself, but you're paying for the connection to the card. So, like, yeah, if you have the right price, like Junior and I talked about it, right? He
Mhm.
said he's got a couple cards that, you're going to have to pry off of him. Like, you better come back. Like, there's a card that somebody's been trying to get from him, and they keep offering. And I mean, to the point where it's like, he keeps turning them down, right? But it's
Mhm.
like, the guy gets it 100%. Like, he's like, well, at this point, I'm paying sentimental value. Um, and at some point, yeah, he might get to that number, but
But right now, he ain't
yeah,
hit.
he's like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what it cost, like what you're offering. Like, it's just not gonna go nowhere.
No.
Unless you really throw. Because I think the guy asked him how much it would take to get the card off of him, and I think the card's probably worth like probably 250, maybe 300, maybe
Mhm.
in the state that it's at. It's raw, but and it all dictates based off who the player is, where they're going to end up, right? And I don't know, I could be wrong, I don't know who it is, but I think it's a Schwarber card that he has.
Okay.
But like, Dougie threw out a number to him, and it was like well over the value of the card, like extremely over, because I think the number was somewhere around like 2,500. Like,
Damn.
yeah, 100%. Like, but then the guy's like, well, I'm paying for sentimental value of the card too at this point in time. And Dougie's not going to let a card go to somebody that's going to try and make a quick flip. Like, you're buying my card to buy my card for the same purpose that I have my card for, right?
Right.
So it's like one of those things. It is like, yeah, you're going to have, and I mean, that's how it would be with me. Like, you're going to have to pay a pretty penny for this card to come off my hands.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I had a Justin Verlander rookie card that was, let's just say it was a 10-10, or, a Gem Man 10. Granted, it's a base rookie card, but I don't care what the value is. It means more to me than what the value actually means.
Right.
Like, to take that off my hands, yeah, you're going to be paying way more over the market cost, and it's 100% going to spike the market because you're going to pay it. Like,
Right.
you
But
know,
and that's what you run into them people, like they're willing to pay whatever because they want it,
right.
or they're gonna be like, "You're fucking crazy. I'm not doing that."
Well, and that's what it comes down to, right? And that's like, stated, if we'd ever did a card show, like, it would be, yeah, I'm gonna have a sentimental case. Like, these are my
Yeah.
PC. This has sentimental value, but for the right price, yeah, go for it. You can buy it, but good luck fucking paying for it. You know, are you
See,
gonna be able to afford it?
right. And I think as of now, like as it stands, I've got like 25 slabs that's not ever leaving this house. You know what I'm saying? Once I get a cabinet, they're staying in there. But I do have like 30 slabs and sealed shit that I'm willing to get, you know what I mean? Do my thing with. But
Yeah,
I don't,
there's. Hang on, let me look.
but like to me, that's what's hard is like the people that treat this hobby as like a job. And you know what I mean? Like I call them collectors because, like, yeah, they have a lot of cool shit, but their sole purpose is to just make money and money and money, money, money. You know what I mean? And to me, you're not a collector if you're doing that.
Right. Like, so I'll probably never get rid of a Casey Mize like oddball card that I
That's
have
cool.
here.
Yeah. I've
You
seen that.
know, I probably won't ever get rid of that. Like, Why? Just because it's a rookie card. It's an out of the ordinary card. I will
Right.
probably never get rid of the Sammy Sosa. Like, that's just because I've been a Sammy Sosa fan, Cubs fan, my entire life.
Right.
And it's Sosa, one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game. Um, Jacoby, no one's probably ever going to want it, but former Tiger, auto, on card auto for that fact, like first Bowman refractor.
Hell yeah.
And then just because he's probably one of the greatest shortstops of all time, Derek Jeter, die cut, like, so I got a fair share like that would sit here in my collection for a while. Like,
Right.
good luck trying to pull it off my hands. Like, if I ever sold the Sosa, it would be for the sheer fact that I'm trying to get a higher graded Sosa.
Right. You know what I mean?
That would be the only way that I would do that. Like, and maybe if it was to a person that is a Sosa fan, like, there's been talks between Junior and myself about that card. But it's to the point of you're going to have to pry it out of my hands, or you're going to have to find another one that's gradable either a higher or equal. You know what I mean? But at that point, if you just found one that's graded equally, then there's no point in me giving it to you.
Right.
Or selling it to you.
And
So
that's
it's
what's
like,
cool because obviously, like me and you are in different spectrums. Like I'm only like on the Pokemon thing. You know, you're in the sports. You're a little bit of everything, but um, yeah, I just the way I'm new to the hobby, and that's what, dude. From what I've seen, at least on my end, what I collect, bro, you can't find shit. And when you do find a collector, oh sure, I'll sell you this booster box for $200 when you scooped it for like 60. No.
well, and it depends on modern versus, old, right? Like this one, this Pudge Rodriguez is from 1991.
Okay.
It is a gem at 10, but I was a huge fan of Pudgy when he played for the Tigers. That's kind of what led me into catching and, in my baseball career. But that card ain't going ever anywhere.
Well,
I scooped it up for probably dirt ass cheap because nobody wanted it, and I
well,
think I
like,
had more than one. At one point in time.
perfect example, bro. Granted, this ain't a booster box or an ETB, but like that card show we went to, that Prismatic Evolutions, right? This is just a single blister pack. Cody bought the ETB box that goes for 60. He paid almost $200. And it's like, dude, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I would never do that. Granted, I
Right.
got some sealed blisters, but that's all I want.
Well, I mean, I got cards in here that I bought for a purpose, like that will never. This Kobe won't leave my possession. I've just always been
That's
a fan of
dope.
Kobe and won't get rid of it. Like, now, if you're talking some other stuff, obviously, and then obviously the Dingler collection, I'm not getting rid of that.
Right.
Like, and if you're buying it, you're buying the whole damn thing, and that's gonna be, well, minus printing plates, minus the 101s. I mean, you're looking at well over 80 cards.
And it's
You know
gonna
what I
be,
mean?
yeah.
Like, that's raw 100%, but like it's that's a huge value in my eyes just because I think he's probably one of the better catchers in the league,
Right, right.
And that just bases it off of, what position I played, you know, where he stands within organizations, so on and so forth. Like, obviously, I want to, do the same thing with like Kevin McGonigal, but I know he's just going to be such a hot commodity that it's going to be very hard to do that with his rookie cards.
Right.
Like, Dingler's not too bad because, I mean, he does have a name, but this now is his second year. but you can kind of find some of those cards
Right.
elsewhere and not be paying top dollar because not a lot of people are chasing them.
Right.
Whereas I think a lot more of the flippers are buying and selling Kevin McGonigal, more or less than not. Like there is somebody on Collects that I've been in cahoots with, but when I look for a certain card of Dingler, he's got it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I think he's got the same mindset to where I have. You know, he's collecting the same set in a sense, and it's like, damn, dude, you're about halfway there, not even, you know, maybe a
Right.
third of the way there. But like, yeah, 100% different whole scenario. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just where, you know, like your card to collector or card collector to whatever the hell he goes by, out in Ohio, like he's a big Ohio State guy, like, but his big chase was he bought an Odell Beckham rookie 1 of 1. Like,
Mhm.
dude didn't come out of Ohio State, but like that's his dude. You know what I mean? So it's like there are some people, you know, that yeah, are buying obviously as their job because that is their job. You know,
Right.
they own a card shop, so they're nonstop at these big shows and finding, you know, making $10,000 deals and shit like that. But like you can play with that when you're
Yeah.
to the status quo of what he's doing. But like, I mean, even King of Cards, like he's I think 27, 28, and he's kind of making these massive deals himself. So it's like
Right.
it just really all entails like when you started, how, you know, how did you get here, right? So it's just
Right.
one of those things, you know. It's hard to say. I don't
Yeah.
know, you know. It is where it is, but anyways, love that topic. But I mean, the hobby needs a reset.
For sure.
I think that's what we need. I think the hobby needs a crash. Um, the grading concept, it doesn't matter where you send your cards to, it's always gonna fucking suck.
Right.
And the concept of PSA is the most valuable card, and price is wrong in my opinion, but
Yeah.
what do I know, right? I mean, until I think the hobby gets off PSA is the ruler, that, you know, that's where it's gonna put it to the end at my
Well, and at least as far as Pokemon goes, as of now, that new set Perfect Order that dropped, it's flooded, bro. I could go to Plainwell Walmart right now and get Perfect Order. I was just there yesterday, and they had plenty. I went to Walmart in Wyoming after I hit the bank. It's fully stocked. But there's not many cards in that set. There's not many like, heavy hit pulls, if you will.
I mean, I guess it would just depend on what, you know, are you a collector of set
Right.
collecting? You know, if you're looking for a small set to get your hands on and potentially try and do that, then yeah, great, go
Right.
for it, you know. And
And
maybe that's what some people just need to do again.
but for some reason it's just flooded right now compared to all the other set drops. You can't find any of them, but for some reason,
It's
Perfect
because
Order.
it's value, bro. That's what it comes down to. It's, oh, well, you could hit this Mega Charizard.
Yeah, maybe that. I didn't
PSA
think of
10
that.
is, you know, $1,700 or $600, whatever the fuck it may be. Raw is 300, you know.
And I'm wondering if that's what they're going to try to start aiming towards, like smaller sets, smaller value.
If they were smart, I think that'd be the best way to do it.
At least for now, bro, because it's been
Make that shift to where it's smaller, you know, collection count, and
right.
bring back the collector, you know, a set collector. And then maybe if
Yeah,
you're looking to sell it, okay, well, now you sell the whole set.
something
You know,
like that.
kind of like what your Uncle Keith has been talking about trying to do.
That's what he's been doing. He's
because
personally trying to pull all the perfect order because it's such a small set. But all
more
the
power
other
to
ones
him.
he orders in bulk, dude, and then tries to pull the hard ones.
Right. And, because you always want that great feeling of, "Ooh, I pulled it,
Right.
That's the hard part. That's the gamble of what we do
Yeah.
as a card collector. But yeah, I mean, Topps Chrome, football. So Hobby has dropped hanger and value is what Topps calls their blasters. I will never call them a value box, but that's just my take. But hanger and values have released as of 4/15, so Wednesday. They were available on Topps website. And I tried to get some before the week ended. I was too late. So they're completely sold out online. They won't hit the actual store shelves until May 1st.
Okay.
I did hear, so I've been listening to this card nonsense podcast or nonsense card podcast, whatever. But one of them that is on the podcast is a store owner.
Okay.
And so within the agreement for a store owner and Topps is they can't mark up the cost.
That makes it nice.
Yeah, so it's very nice for when it comes down to the actual consumer. And they can't mark it, so they have to match whatever Topps online has it priced to.
Right.
So like if Topps online marked it up from the hobby box from $399.99 to like $499.99, they then have to match that price for like another 6 months.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so they got to keep the price the same as what Topps has their price set at online for like 6 months.
Okay.
So they can't be out here price gouging you.
Which that makes it nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, because Topps is going to sell out online, I'm sure. It's just going to be
It
that way,
happens.
right?
It always does.
But I think that's the agreement with hobby stores. I don't know if that's the complete agreement with retail.
Okay.
So I'm very curious to see like how Walmart has them, or
Right.
a Target has them, because it's like, well, they kind of make their own fucking rules, right? Like,
Right.
but do they have to sign that same agreement? Because that agreement's with Fanatics. Obviously Fanatics owns Topps, but like that agreement is strictly Fanatics agreement contract for the hobby stores.
Okay.
But so yeah, that has dropped. There has been some crazy pricings in the secondhand market, and these are just assholes buying and trying to resell them.
Okay.
Which is kind of shitty, but I've heard a lot of things coming around. Retail's better than hobby. You're guaranteed, obviously, refractors within damn near almost every pack.
Right.
Within the box, whereas hobby you might not. Like I watched the dude open. So he spent $1,000 on blaster boxes, and he spent $1,000 on a hobby box, and he wanted to compare and contrast the pull, right? In the first few like minutes of that, he opened a blaster box, had 8 refractors in it, right? Opened up 2 packs of the hobby packs, and he had 1.
Damn.
Yeah. Like one pack was just nothing but base. So it's like, where's the value, right? Like, I mean, if you're spending $400 on a hobby box or whatever it may be, is it worth the value? If you spend 1,000 on blasters, that's 20 blasters. I think blasters have 60 cards in them. So yeah, I don't know. whereas I think the hobby has 80 cards.
Okay.
So like, who knows?
Right.
But secondary markets, hobby boxes have been selling for roughly on average $674 a box compared to
Dang.
what they released at for $400. Other formats somehow include mega boxes, which I don't know how people have their hands on mega boxes right now because those don't even drop on Topps' website until May 1st.
Okay.
But they have them at like a value of $116. Value boxes, which are your blasters, at like $55. So I don't know. The resale market's just stupid. But some heavy hitters that have been already sold out of this. So it's only been, what, 3 days? A little bit more than that because I think the original release on Hobby was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So an Ashton Genty rookie auto pink lava refractor to 275 has sold for 280.
Damn.
A Christian McCaffrey etch variation has sold for 100. Josh Allen football leather orange. So what they did was they did like a football what would be leather? Maybe. Let me see. What is that? Football leather. Okay, yeah. So it is what looks to be like a football on the outside of it, but with an orange refraction on it. So it's numbered
Oh.
25, sold for $2,000.
Damn, bro.
Patrick Mahomes orange refractor to 25, sold for an upward to $2,000. And the common rookie refractors and pulsars are averaging around $2 to $3 a piece. Jackson Dart autos have been around 225 to 450. So yeah, some big crazy things are happening already, and we're only like 2 weeks in.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Some hobby boxes have resold up to almost 1,000. Jumbo hobbies have hit up to about 1,800. Yeah, so shit's just getting wild right now with this latest release.
That's nuts.
On the other side, some big cards that have already been pulled is the Bo Jackson Tecmo Bowl Auto Superfractor, which looks a little something like this.
Damn, that's cool as hell.
It's a 1-1. So that one's huge. Obviously big vet, and yeah, so we'll see how that works out. Another one that's been pulled was a Patrick Mahomes Fortune 15 Superfractor, which I don't think they even have it listed here. But that's a super short print, obviously GOAT player. Apparently the Josh Allen Jim Kelly dual auto Superfractor's already been pulled, which I think I have an image of that. Oh, I do have an image of that Patrick one. Hang on. So this is that Patrick Mahomes 101 Superfractor Fortune 15.
That's cool as hell.
And then the Jim Kelly, Josh Allen. I thought I seen it in here. Right there.
Damn, that's cool as hell.
So apparently those have been pulled. But I don't think it really is. I don't believe it. but according somewhere, some way, it has been pulled. The Shador Sanders, Tet McMillan, and Jackson Dart Cam Ward low numbered autos have been pulled. Some rookie premier patch autos have been pulled. I did see the NFL Honors Gold Shield autos. I've seen the Josh Allen one has been pulled, which is a 1/1 on that. Let me see if I have an image of that. That one was sick when I seen those.
Hopefully.
But they utilized the gold. So there was Josh Allen that had one for MVP. Saquon had one for Offensive Player of the Year. There's one on the defensive side as well. There's one for Rookie of the Year. So there's like a total of 5. So those have been moving. I did see that one. Some young kid pulled that, which is wicked. Yeah.
That's cool. That's always cool when that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, right now, no. I have not yet been able to get my hands on any. I did hear, and I seen a video. I don't know where I saved it. I don't think I saved it, but Tom Brady is, and I don't know if it's the 1/1 Superfractor Auto or if it's just this version of his card. But he is stating he is paying top dollar for either this card or the 1/1 Auto. And he's got a bounty out for it. So if anybody pulls a Tom Brady card, I'll have to find the video of where it was posted and who posted it. But Tom is buying, so take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he is not gonna short you.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a collector of his own cards, so he's very big into that whole realm of things. So, but I do know he is chasing either, and like I said, I don't know if they did an auto version of this, but he's at least chasing a superfractor of himself.
Damn. Okay.
Which is crazy. Crazy. But I'm curious. I want to go to the shop myself and go get a box. And I might just do it tomorrow. I don't know. But I definitely want to get my hands on one. I know it's not the best class, but it is something I just want to rip.
Well, for sure, bro. And that's what, like you said, lately with work, bro, I've been too busy to do anything. That's why I'm going to wait till next payday and then do something.
Well, I haven't even, like I said, I've limited my buys. You know, this week's obviously been chaotic. Having tornado come through the fucking town. No power for 2 days, and it's been wild. So it's like, well, shit, you know, a little bit here and there, but
right.
You know, it is what it is. But I know that the football realm right now is pretty hot when it comes to collectibles, especially cards. But we're gonna see where things shape up. Some things that I did catch and saved. If I can get to my saved shit here. Do. So we got some crazy shit coming out of. So, football cards and buys like age like milk. So, this is a fun topic, right? So, this is what people have paid thinking these cards were going to hold value or increase.
Okay.
And, dude, the money lost here is absolutely fucking crazy. So.
All right, let's see it.
Well, this is just obviously Topps Chrome. Oh, no. Oh, we gotta go back. All right. So this Deshaun Watson set.
That's how much they paid?
That's how much they paid and when they paid it. And this is what the current value is right now.
Oh no, dude. Damn.
This is what Card Letter currently estimates this set at.
That's a loss.
That's a massive loss. Next one we got up is a Mac Jones Black Prism. Yeah, just a standard Black Prism, but these are normally like one-of-ones, I think,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken. 100 grand back in 2022. The estimated value 6,000.
Bro.
This is a fun
Oh.
topic, bro.
That would hurt.
Next up is a Trey Lance what would you call this? Name NFL plate, logo,
Patch or
whatever,
whatever,
patch, you know. And I don't know, is this RPA? No, this wasn't his rookie year. But so yeah, patch auto, 132,000 back in August of 2022. Current estimated value is at $3,158.
Wouldn't that make your ass hurt, dude?
Dude, this is why like cards are wild, and it really comes. Granted, Trey Lance is still young. He still plays. He's not with the Niners no more. He's currently a backup to Justin Herbert in LA with the Chargers. And I have some of his cards. I have a couple graded ones that I'll say I bought relatively cheap. And the only reason I bought them cheap is whether he gets traded or goes elsewhere or Herbert gets hurt, the dude can play ball.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the chances Herbert gets hurt, he takes him to a Super Bowl run?
Never know.
So it's that gamble, right? So it's like, do I do it? Yes, no, but
man, what a loss, bro. What a fucking loss.
Crazy. Next up, Justin Fields, the Black Finite Prism rookie card, 90 grand back in 2022, which Fields, great dude, like great player. I think he's kind of been shafted as a player and kind of been shit-faced on to different teams. Like he got traded to the Jets, then went to like Pittsburgh. I don't even know where he plays anymore. Or maybe he went to Pittsburgh and now is at the Jets, whatever. 10 grand.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. Good old T-Law, 1/1 to 8, auto 10, 336,000 in 2022. T-Law has been struggling. And current value.
Not as bad as that other 300,000 one, but Jesus, bro.
Yeah. As we speak of Justin Herbert, 1.8 mil.
Oh, man.
This is rookie, too. Rookie card.
Okay.
$1.3 million.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. It's wild. So that's that. Man, can you imagine, bro?
I'm so glad I'm not one of those people, bro.
All right, so here are some estimated values on Topps Chrome 2025. So we're going to back it back up to Topps. So we got these. So we got a Kaiju, which these are cool designs. These are, I believe, case hits. They don't come autoed. They're nothing like that. They are short prints, but Jaden Daniels had a Kaiju sell for $9,250. The Josh Allen Tecmo Bowl sold for almost $5,000. A blue on-card auto of Josh Allen, numbered to 150, is sold for $7,500. or I shouldn't say sold, but these are what Card Ladder's estimating them.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson, Let's Go insert, $32.99. Josh Allen Genie. These are sick cards. I really like these. And I think this is, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think this kind of tops is like Color Blast
Okay.
from like Panini Phoenix.
Right.
But I don't know. So there's a lot of that speculation of, oh, well, you just copied our cards. Well, whatever. Anyways, $4,000 on that. A Tom Brady Genie, 2,500 estimation, and a Cam Ward Gold Shadow 250 is estimating at $2,000.
Dang.
Moving on, everything that we know. So this is that card that I'm talking about right here.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
Josh Allen Gold, but we got Ultraviolet. Okay, so the Tom Brady Ultraviolet, that is what he's after. 101 Superfractor Ultraviolet. If you can get your hands on one of these, which
Okay.
I don't know if you can pull these in retail. I think it's hobby strictly, but Tom's after this card.
Okay.
So it's an ultraviolet, crazy artwork, sick artwork in my opinion.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's dope as hell.
The Jackson Dart 101 with the patch. Here's your rookie chrome autos. Black to 10, a white to 30. Didn't know they did a white. That's pretty sick. Your other chromes, orange to 25, black to 10, red to 5, which I believe a red to 5's already been pulled. Your base set superfractors, your Fortune 15 superfractor, which we already discussed, your genies.
That's cool.
That Josh Allen, Jim Kelly, dual auto, your helixes. These are pretty sick.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of like Panini's photogenic cards.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of integrate like fans and whatnot into the mix.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
The Let's Go inserts. These are sick. I want my hands on one of this card right here. And in general, I want this card.
Yeah, lightning leaders. That's cool.
It's sick. And if I'm not mistaken, it's refractor. Like, it's not just plain Jane chrome.
Right.
I think it has some refraction to it. Sick
That's
card.
cool.
And then, so this Josh Allen has been pulled. I do know that. But the Gold Shield patch autos, these are kind of what they look like.
Okay.
And then obviously there are Premier patch autos. There's no true official images. There has been some, like Ted McMillan did an actual signing at the Topps convention just last week, I think it was. Yeah. And so he did his auto card right there on stage for kind of everybody to see. So,
okay.
So some top card sales within March. 5.2 million. So the Charizard gem mint, $518,500. Michael Jordan Upper Deck Exquisite.
That's dope.
Authenticated with the Auto 10, $518,500. The Michael Jordan 8.5 10 auto from Beckett. That's sick on card auto too.
Yeah.
Because Jordan didn't sign too many cards.
No.
So to see a signature, an auto Jordan card is very rare. Another Charizard from 99, $550K.
Yeah.
An SGA, which is on track to potentially be the MVP. The MVP. 1-of-1 logo man, over $500,000. This one I thought was cool.
Yeah.
The scoring leaders, Irving, Bird, and Magic. That's crazy that this card is in that great of condition from 1980.
Yeah, for real.
I'm curious on when this card got graded. You know what I mean? Like, how long has this card been graded for?
Man.
The 97 Metal Universe, This is only a 5, bro. 5.
That's nuts.
640,000. Good old CGC
Shine.
pristine. 40K. But that's from what, 1998? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the triple logo man of Luca, LeBron, and Steph. 1 of 1.
Damn, bro.
And then another illustrator at a 8.5 on PSA. 27, dude.
Nuts.
And then the old Tom Brady here. We got BGS 910 auto on the contenders. And I think this is the contenders gold.
Okay.
756K. Another Pikachu trophy.
Yeah,
it's not
trophy.
an illustrator, but it's a trophy Pikachu for almost $1 million.
Damn, bro.
The Steph. Logo man 1 of 1. Over $1 million.
Another Charizard, Japanese.
Yep. The 96 era. And then the Illustrator 9 sold for 1.4. And then the Babe Ruth sold for 1.4, which we kind of talked about this one a while back.
Yeah.
Another Charizard Gem Mint 10 Japanese version from 96 sold for 1.7. The Shohei Aaron Judge double logo man MVP golds 2.16, and this sold on Fanatics.
Damn.
And then the Aaron Judge Superfractor Bowman Chrome 5.2 mil.
That's nuts, bro.
Big cards, bro. Big cards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. But that's all I got, man. What else we want to talk about? I do need imagery from you from those packs that we want to hand out so I can put something together.
All right.
But I mean, I don't know.
And that's what, dude, at this point, we can even post it, bro. I got something better than that. We'll give one of these out, bro.
The fuck is that? A 10?
Yup.
Is that Mew on the side? Or is that Mewtwo?
No, these are newer ones. But yeah.
That's a sick 10 though.
But yeah, dude, I've got like 5 of them.
Jesus. Yeah, shoot me some photos and we'll go from there.
All right.
You got anything else?
I don't think so. I'm gonna try to have more for next week. Like I said, it's been crazy with work and shit, but
Yeah, we're all on
better.
crazy schedules. Yeah, shoot me those pictures. Let me put something together. We'll get some stuff posted. We'll get some stuff out for a giveaway and hopefully get some more listeners in.
All right.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all for listening. We'll catch you on the next episode. See ya.
Take care.